And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. I'll shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
I don't think there's anything in this room, but I'm gonna stick my head in and peek around and see. This would be a good one to hide right back here behind this turned bookshelf. Anyways. It is interesting to see Retlock on a skimmer. Not a complaint, just noticeable. Noticeably different.
I'm fresh out of explosives.
Smash the control panel. See if it opens up.
Brute force isn't the solution to every problem, boys. Other interests must get in and out somehow. Look around.
I mean, you know, I'm kind of with Britluck on this. Let's just break the door down. I mean, worst case scenario is it blows up and it kills all the people inside. Right now, I'm kidding. Kidding. Lockdown so efficient. Other after personal units integrated invalid key. So we gotta find the key. Which means we need to kill personnel. Probably an elite we need to kill. This could easily be solved by making sure that everyone outside the facility isn't what's this? Use the inquest to bypass scanners. Wait, hold up. Find and use the inquest scanner to bypass the barrier. Oh. So it is out here somewhere. Okay. I know. I just want to see if there's anything here. Oh, it looks like a good place to hide stuff is what I was thinking. Now I'm just more curious than I am. Now I'm just kind of more curious as to what my limits are back here. I know this area here is closed in, but I wonder how high it can go. There's a cannon here. I guess we can keep the cannon up. See, I figured the doors are all locked, but that doesn't mean that there isn't someone we can get up here. I don't think we can enter off this panel, right? Yeah. I wonder if someone would spawn in here that has authorizations or a scanner on them. I don't see anyone, though. Okay. Probably someone outside these buildings that we need to grab that has a scanner. So let's look around the rooms to see if we can find a scanner. Okay. Oh, there's over here. Okay, cool. We must have killed the guy earlier and I didn't notice it.
This looks like some sort of control key for the barrier console.
Promising, if lacking in spectacle. Let's give it a go.
I'm fast.
Who cares about spectacle? We want in there. Let me in. Time to cause damage and mayhem.
That did it! Inside!
There's a report here. One here, report to.
You should have negotiated with us, Kuda. The only choice left is surrender.
Look at you. Blindly pursuing whichever inquest leader is dangled in front of you. I can't help but notice that you seem to have left most of your allies behind too. Locke is a disgrace, but at least he isn't stupid. I can't help but question what he sees in you, though. Farewell, Commander. We will not be meeting again. Omega Team, you have your orders.
Okay.
I think you'll find out something improved since you last spoke with us. Finally, time for a true test of strength. Now you die.
Her first. Her first, because the manipulation into like things is annoying. Gosh dang it, switch targets on me, I don't like that. There she is. Oh god, there's just so much on the ground. I'm trying to deal with her and all the other nonsense. He doesn't help either. He is in the way, but I do feel like the brunt is, while annoying, not necessary the problem. Keep her distracted long enough, Piggy. See, these circles are annoying and a problem, and as long as I can keep her away from the others, I think we'll be fine. I mean, I don't know why you're saying why do you fight the wizard battles, because like it affects everybody that this is happening. Like there is no questions on that, Tweety. It kind of is a matter of if he goes down, we all go down kind of thing. You know what I mean? All right, let's get rid of the big boy next. Get rid of big boy next. Mostly because he's annoying. I don't like the shoving as much.
I relish this challenge. With your defeat, none will deny my superiority.
I mean, okay, cool. Good for you. Like, the other guy's annoying, yes. Zippy is because he's throwing stuff, but I feel like the other guy's a little bit more annoying because he's shoving. But they're cool. I do think that they make a really good, interesting, like, 3-duo situation. They do definitely feel like a balanced crew. You got your hard hitter that's DPSing and shoving. You got your one that's fearing and Condi. You got your quick DPS. That's probably, it's also helping with support somewhat. So yeah, that's good. It's a good combo mission. Annoying for me as the enemy, yes, but you know, useful. It's a lot easier without her in this mix, though.
That didn't hurt.
really hurt. It absolutely hurt, man. Like, you don't need to deny that it hurt. It's just a matter of, you know, just a matter of winning, you know? Meaning, like, it's okay to be in pain, because let's be real, it's gonna hurt. He's got shields on. My hope was to move forward and use some traps. Aw, I don't like that he died like that. That makes me a little sad for him. The first tallest Saren with muscular mass to rival a Char, and he ate it. I'm sorry. I like how they all have aerial damage stuff. He throws things, other guy shoves forward and does quake damage. She threw balls of like Connie and stuff. It made sense. Does it suck as an enemy? Yes. But it makes sense. Makes a lot of sense as to why it works. Aww. He's getting slowed down because he's getting overwhelmed by everybody. Unable to move elbows because his friends are dead. I'm sorry, man. You guys were fun to fight. Although I would have loved some more comical jokes.
Alright, where's she at?
Gone again. And we're lucky to be alive. She played us.
What are we waiting for? Let's chase her down.
She planned this all out. There'll be an army of Inquest between us and Kuda at this point.
That's it? We're just gonna give up?
No.
Sayid is right. We're outnumbered and outmaneuvered. We need to pull everybody back.
We took a gamble. We lost. It happens. It's time to take a step back. Reassess.
Iskarin,
Wayfinder, I'm told the Inquest are preparing to decamp. Your negotiations were successful then?
no.
Unfortunate. But there is a positive development. With the Inquest on the move, we have unfettered access to the dome. And the assault on the Seneschal succeeded. As you discovered, that should allow us to finally break Sidonie's curse. Historian Nina has pored over everything. She will meet you at the Dome of the Indelible Word to provide guidance. If all goes well, I'll be seeing you soon, Wayfinder.
Yeah. Okay. I still think it doesn't make too much sense to have tried to negotiate with her per se, but, you know, there was no loss to doing so because we kicked her butt anyways. But, you know, what are you gonna do? We got all the books, though. I never trusted Isgarn. Really? That's fair. I don't know. I don't really know his motivations on the matter. Like, I don't know. I don't exactly know where this is gonna go. I do feel like there's there's a lot of like okay, there's a lot of good intentions running around, but maybe not necessarily a lot of actions that are good intended. You know,
You here to help us
going on in the story.
stash from its unworthy owners?
So I'm trying to help them up if I can.
Back on my feet.
I don't like the idea of leaving them there. I looked and thought about it. I was like, I gotta do the story, but player. I know there's other teammates there, but you know, it's always nice to be able to let them continue on with their event without having to lose it. All right, on to the next bit. Something about him. I don't care if he is on our side. He's got his closet, skeleton's closet. Yeah, well, and here's the thing. I could see that. I felt that way about the Wizards in general because of the fact that they clearly wanted to do things their own way and stuff. But their own way can be too clinical. And that, to me, doesn't solve everything. Because there are times where you need clinical and times for emotional capacity and compassion. And I feel like
losing.
just didn't feel that right.
Gather more reinforcements and strike at Kuda.
I'd like to, but stopping Vox is still the priority, and Kuda's inquest have the advantage for the time being.
At least they're withdrawing from some of these ruins. She obviously has different priorities than Phlox.
If it makes you feel better, Ridlock, I expect we'll have no choice but to settle the score with Kuda at some point.
Commander, are you prepared to begin the ritual?
I'll be right there, Historian. If this ritual succeeds, at least we can salvage something from these setbacks.
Do we really need that wizard?
Given how things have gone while he's been cursed, it seems like we do.
Oh, wow. We'll see.
The scroll you discovered was invaluable. With that as my guide, I was able to piece the rest of the rite together. Thanks to the success of your allies against the Allseer, Keela and Gwillian are freed and present. The rite is ready.
Okay. Prepared. We're ready to perform the rite. All that's left is that give the word. Okay, what is these things? Can I read these? Bitterness, the curse of his things. So alone in his tower. Enslaved to Tyria. He claims perfection. He may bite the blight. His position stolen. His position blinded. His internal grudge befallen him. Who stands at the gate? Who is doomed to watch over all, standing above the ground, watching and ever watching, waiting. The father cries in vain. Bent in the weight of the sky he carries. Remain endless. Thus the seer of all itself should end. The heavy sky will oppress him so long as he remains. So speaks it is written. Okay. Okay. Yes. I don't know if these are exactly the same or if they're different. Cries in vain. Been back in a passive situation. Sky, the weight in the sky that he is will carry. Salt remains endless. Okay, so I don't think there's much anything different with those. Okay. Let's go ahead and go.
Let's hope this has the desired effect. Let the burden of bitterness, the curse of Sidony, be lifted. Iskarin in joyous company, together in Castora.
Use the icons to describe the ritual. Okay. Endure. Beyond. Might. Hover. Enjoy his company. Joyous. Okay, sorry. As reading the different ones. Okay. So the joyous company looks very much. I've noticed that there's like this crab monster here and stuff. He's very sweet. Waves. I think that's from the first fight, but I wonder why he's standing there in the liquid.
Servant of Tyria, he forgoes perfection. May his reputation be restored. His position freely given, his perception sharpened. This eternal grudge lifts from him.
Precision. This one. Interesting. very interested in what. This area is very pretty, but I'm also like, where is the crowd gonna hit the fan? Because it's too quiet. It's too quiet. I don't like it.
Who stands at the gate? Who volunteers to watch over all? Standing above the ground, watching, ever waiting.
Seemed about right. I don't know if we've got if there's a wrong way to do it or not. Look at the fairy. I like how small he is compared to how big he actually is. But there should be like a third. I feel like there should be like a third or a fourth one. Because there's these two here. You know? Feels off-centered.
Isgarin, the father, rejoices. Back straightened by determination. The weight of the sky he will carry. This solitude ceased. Finite.
Okay, last one?
The seer of all stands conquered. The heavy sky shall oppress him no more. So speaks Minna. So it is written. So it will be done.
About it then?
I expected something a bit more grand.
No.
I don't know. Maybe we need to try again?
Wayfinder and friends. My power begins to return, and I have all of you to thank. Go right ahead then, wizard. What? Thank us. Thank you, Tribune. Wayfinder. Captain Canuck.
You're quite welcome.
This is suspicious.
This is making me uncomfortable. I think I like you better when you're surly.
Surly does not begin to scratch the surface. Sidney sought to protect Castora from me, rightfully so, perhaps. But this is a different time. A different battle.
Vlox said he is going to reforge the foundation of reality. One change, he said.
One change? No. I have seen what Vlox now sees, trod the paths Vlox will surely tread. It is a road beset with perils, with temptation, with consequences beyond anything you can imagine. It always begins with one change. But that path has no end.
Commander!
Ludo.
Ah, yes. The fog shrouding Castora begins to clear. Communications are...
Commander, is this about time? I've tried calling over and...
Ludo, what do you know about the Arcane Council's involvement with Vlox?
What are you getting at, Commander? Speak plainly.
Vlox had permission from the Arcane Council itself. I saw it. How did you not know about this? You didn't know, right?
What? No! What?
Now Vlox's power rivals Isgarin's, and Kuda's taken over the inquest.
Those shifty two-faced... Tell me everything. No, wait, no time. If I can talk to you, they can talk to Vlox. Kuga? I need to gather evidence immediately before they cover their tracks. Oh, they will not get away with this.
Well, I'm glad that our council friend is pissed. So at least we know that she wasn't in on it. The problem is how much of the council wasn't on it. You know?
Well, at least least Isgarin is back to his old self. Kind of.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't like the fact that he was thankful to everybody immediately. I was like, oh, okay. I know he said thank you to the other three, like as a courtesy thing, and he said it very lovingly towards us, and I was like, oh, that didn't make me feel very comfy. I wasn't gonna demand a thank you. You should never demand a thank you from somebody as an adult. As a child, it's one thing when you're teaching kids and stuff to say thank you and please and stuff. But when you're an adult, you should never force somebody to say thank you because they'll never be thankful if you force their hand. They should say it automatically. That kind of thing. Best isn't to leave. What? On Tyria Best need to leave. They were so much simpler back then. Now, I feel like I'm being pulled in 4 different directions at once. What's in your mind? Okay.
So many ramifications, right? The fog and storms lifting changes everything for Castora. Communications, waypoints, trade. They aren't equipped to deal with all of it. Also, Iskarin's power returning means he can help you in ways the rest of us couldn't. And did I just see Westergaard feeding a seneschal? I hope Ludo can dig up some evidence before there's a cover-up, if there isn't already.
Yeah.
I wonder if they even know that Vlox betrayed them and Kuda's in charge. If not, likely they will very soon. Honestly, I'd love to be there when she calls the conspirators to question. Gods, I am starting to sound like an actual politician.
That's
I'm
fair.
torn. With the curse gone and travel becoming easier, part of me wants to make a quick visit back to the mainland. But we don't know what's going to happen next with Vlox. Or Kuda. And I'm sure the Holgarners could use some help preparing for an influx of outsiders. They're in a vulnerable position. Then there's the Captain's Council. I don't know. But I'll be ready if you need me.
Yeah, that's fair. She's got a lot on her plate right now, doesn't she? She just walked in thinking, oh, we'll get a little bit of fun, and now she's got a whole buffet of crap to deal with.
I don't like unfinished business, Commander.
That's fair. Been back on pause since the day, been on pause back since the day we crashed on this rock. It's getting old. Is ascended to do who knows what, hands Kuda the inquest, and all we've got to show for it is a broken curse. Well, start.
Kuda's out there strutting around with all those inquests at her command. Nothing I can do about it. I can't even guess what Vlox will do next. If that's anybody's department, it's Iskarin's. I'm starting to wonder why I'm here. Told myself I was just getting antsy. But it has to be more than that. And I mean to find out.
I love how Ritluck isn't blaming us as an individual or as a group. He's putting a lot of that weight on himself. Not that it is his fault. It literally is us team not getting things done quick enough. But I like how he's not pointing fingers at anyone else. He's more mad at himself and the situation, but not particularly his team. I like that because that's a fair argument and feeling for a warrior to feel. Someone who wants to protect others.
Can't say the old windbag isn't useful. We've done everything we can to help you. But Saida, Kanak, and me, we aren't wizards. Better personalities, though. He does seem genuinely grateful. Almost as surprising as Vlox not ascending any other inquest. Maybe they're not so different, Iskarin and Vlox. Huh.
Oh, he didn't like that. I like how he's like, our personalities are so much better. He's not wrong, but also kind of rein in the humble just a little bit.
I'm not going anywhere. I'll check in with Kree, but otherwise I'm not budging. If the wizard gets a beat on Vlox, if Kuda leaves an opening, whatever happens, I'm going to be a part of it. I know something's gonna happen. I can smell it.
I mean, that's fair. Equinox, what you think?
We came up short, not for lack of trying.
Yeah, that's fair. Perhaps not our finest hour, but we've suffered setbacks before. Something on your mind, yeah.
Like old times, eh? If only it hadn't required so many ingredients. Not easy counteracting that blend of tech and magic. But it felt good to be in the thick of it. I've grown complacent of late, with It's taken this Vlox affair for me to realize that. You get it already, though, don't you? Anyone who has ever wanted to do good in the world would understand. Remember what it's like to be a normal person, trying to make things better? You're constantly faced with problems that keep coming back. Problems you feel helpless against. You either deal with the small things and end up treading water, or you try to solve the big ones and realize you can't. Every one of us has dreamed about what we would do if we could, though. How we'd solve everything. Of course, if we tried, it would never work, because we can't see all the pieces. Omnipotence doesn't guarantee omniscience. And there isn't always a single right answer.
Yeah.
That's the thing about this kind of power, Commander. It's just as dangerous in the hands of those who want to do good.
Yep. That's my biggest concern.
I'm going back to the pub, but not for the reasons you likely assume. Yes, I will have a drink, but while I'm doing that, I mean to have a good think about my priorities. Wealth and pleasure are fine pursuits, but I find myself yearning for more purpose.
That's a fair feeling on that. Hey Doc, what's up?
I had my doubts, but it worked.
Yeah. It worked, yes, clearing throat. Sorry, Commander. It's just between you and me. Working with this gun and while he was cursed was no easy task. But we did it. Did you have questions?
It was a collaborative effort. After you discovered it, Iskarin assisted me in translating Sidoni's curse. Under normal circumstances, that would be a menial task for him. But the curse fought him, fang and claw. Once we had the translation, I attempted to reverse engineer a counter to the curse. I was skeptical. I am a historian, not a spellcrafter. But Iskarin believed it could be successful. He was correct. I still do not understand Sidoni's naming of Iskarin as the father. Iskarin claims it was used as a pejorative. I kept it, relying on its positive connotations to negate the insult.
And we can just dance the night away until we get